Hey all, K-Dog here, and today I am going to tell you about the City Union Mission event we did this last weekend. City Union Mission is having their 100th anniversary here in the Kansas City area, and they have, gosh, here's some of the stats. Almost 1,800 people are homeless in Kansas City on any given night. 157,000 people are struggling with substance abuse. 106,000 people are battling, mental health issues. And so the City Union Mission has been around for 100 years now, trying to help those in need. They did a bike event this weekend organized by the Bikers with a Mission. And so my Christian Motorcycle Association chapter also participated in the fundraiser. It was a 2-hour ride. You got donuts and coffee. You got to ride a great route, and then you got to go to Gale's Harley Davidson for lunch. And it was a great experience. So I thought I would show you some of the things we did. Come on along. All right, we met at Sap Brothers down in Harrisonville, and we had about a 40-minute ride into downtown Kansas City. And there was 5 or 6 bikes. We had a good-looking white Harley trike over there. We have a Harley with a sidecar. We've got an older Harley trike. We had a Goldwing, and then I'm on the Spyder. And on this trip, my wife was actually with me. She waved at us when the video first started. So it was awesome to have her on for the ride as well. So we headed off at Sap Brothers. And again, it's about 40 minutes up. So it's mostly highway time. I won't bore you with all the details. We'll do a little video timeline magic here. But we had a nice ride, nice, beautiful weather, no issues, no road hazards, nice, comfortable speed going into town. This was on a Saturday morning. So it was a beautiful ride to get down to City Union Mission, which is down off of about 10th and Troost in downtown Kansas City. And here we are pulling into City Union Mission. Some bikes are starting to arrive. Here's some fellow CMA members from another local chapter that I do a lot of activities with. There's a live band. Again, bikes of all kinds. So we're just doing our usual circle to check out what's where and find a good parking spot to try to keep the group together.
Destination is on the left.
And there my wife just dropped her full face helmet that she bought used literally the day before at a fundraiser that we did. Someone brought an older Harley full face helmet that they wanted to sell at the fundraiser, and my wife bought it because she doesn't have a full face. So it's broken in already. So after some great music, registering of course, providing our donation to the fundraiser, having some coffee, Krispy Kreme donuts, the group started heading out. Once we finally started and got all the bikes, plugged in, we had probably 150 bikes or so that were part of it. So here's everyone leaving the City Union Mission. We're starting on about a 2-hour ride through the countryside, some great back highways once we get out of town. And then we ended at Gale's Harley Davidson. So here we're waiting for most of the people to go. A lot of times I like to wait and take up near the rear of the group. Better visibility, easier to, if something were to happen, you can kind of see what's coming, all the usual safety things that come with kind of being at the rear of the pack. So here we're just heading out of downtown. It's a Saturday morning, so it's fairly straightforward, other than folks not really being down here a lot, not knowing the way necessarily. So we did get a little bit caught up in downtown, but we finally got out of it and got on the highway and started heading east out of town. I apologize for the audio. You'll hear a little bit of wind noise. So anyway, I'll just run some timeline B-roll here as we're getting out of town. Here's about where we figured out we had to turn around and go back the other way. We weren't headed out of town right. I found out later the 3 or so bikes that were ahead of us technically weren't from very close to here. They were from farther west. So I should have jumped up there, and I just didn't. But we finally got on the highway, got out of town, and started heading east out of town. Here you can see we're starting to go over the Missouri River. And then once we get over here, it starts to feel much more like we're in the country a little more. And then, as you'll see, eventually we get on some great back highways. Very fun, 2-hour ride. The big group didn't even stop. We just kept on going. It was a lot of fun. And here I've got some footage where we finally got onto some of the back highways. Beautiful day, beautiful weather, beautiful scenery, lots of great open space. Imagine that, Kansas, Missouri open space. But gosh, I just love the blue and the white of the clouds, what few clouds there are, the green fields. This is where we just started to all relax, nice, comfortable speeds. And again, I'm just going to kind of timeline us through it a little faster. But it was a very fun 2-hour ride. And here we are after a couple of hours, a little bit less. A couple of quick stops, not for gas or food or anything, but because the folks in front had to stop and kind of pull up their map real quick, look for directions. Which again, I kind of blame myself. I should have jumped up there, but I don't know. Somehow, even though we went to the back of the pack, we ended up near the front of the pack. I guess maybe part of the pack maybe broke off and did a faster route or something. I don't know. But here we are, beautiful day, beautiful ride. Here we're coming into Gales Harley Davidson. For those of you who haven't heard of Gales, Gales is one of the more known Harley Davidson and power sports type dealer in the Kansas City area. Sadly, Gales is closing this location in June, which is about a month from now. I haven't bought any bikes here, but I've had lots of work done on all my Harleys here when I had the Harleys. Gail is awesome. She's a great community person, a great rider. She's always involved in stuff going on in the community for motorcyclists and, for other stuff. So sure hated to hear that this could be one of the last events that happens here at Gales. But I know she's going to get involved, stay involved in other motorcycle riding activities. And as you'll see in the video, if I keep it in, we do get a chance to talk to her a little bit. And it sounds like it's a good move for her. She's excited about having more time to ride. She's involved in some other motorcycle not stores, but motorcycle dealerships in the area. So she's still going to be involved, just not from the perspective of this awesome Gales Harley Power Sports location. But anyway, here we are. We all got here safe and sound. So we're just parking, and we're excited to go jump into the barbecue line. Only way to finish up coffee and Krispy Kreme donuts in the morning is to do some good riding and then go have some barbecue. So we're heading over to get into the barbecue line. We know a lot of people here, both that are involved in CMA in one way or another, but also just other biker groups and other people that we know from. We have just a lot of people that have been around for a while. So, and here I'm putting up the Insta360 to try to just kind of capture a lot of what's going on. Not a ton of bikes here yet. I'd say for some reason maybe only 3/4, maybe half of them are here. We had a total of 150 bikes or so, is what I read somewhere. The event made the news, made the local news. Again, City Union Mission is really a pillar of the community in terms of helping those that are struggling. So it was a real honor for us to come help out. My bad, I missed the recording button when we started doing the Pledge of Allegiance, but I wanted to catch what I could. Great patriots, a lot of veterans involved in a lot of these local motorcycle groups that are represented here. And that's Gail right there in the red. Anyone who knows her recognizes her. Again, she's been a great pillar of the motorcycle riding community in the Kansas City area for quite some time. So after some great barbecue, some great fellowship, talking to local CMA members, other chapters, but a lot of other bikers that we know too, it was time to start heading out. I wanted to walk down the line and get some shots of some of the great motorcycles that are here. Lots of great Harleys, Indians, Gold Wings, some Spyders, of course, Beamers, it doesn't matter. I mean, just a lot of great local motorcycle community folks coming out to support the City Union Mission. It was an honor to be part of it.
Well, you guys probably remember when we first started Bikers Motivation. If my memory's correct, it was 1990. How many people were here at that time?
I love that color scheme on that Harley with the sidecar there. So there you have it. Great fundraising event for City Union Mission, helping those struggling throughout the Kansas City area. Great 2-hour ride. Great barbecue, get together at Gale's and talk with fellow bikers. A lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed coming along. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribing to the channel, I'd love for you to subscribe. Give me your comments. Love to have some conversation. I guess that's it. Thanks for coming along. And hey, ride safe.